I would like to begin by expressing a very warm welcome to all of you who are returning to the campus to take part in this 10th anniversary celebration of the Black Cultural Center. Second, I would like to express my regrets for not being able to be with you today at this very special occasion. I've had a long-standing commitment out of the state and consequently cannot be here. I will say that one special point of regret for me is not being able to hear two of the speakers, two of our former staff members who have returned to the campus, namely Singer Buchanan and John Houston. These are colleagues that we have worked with in the past, and I think the perspective that they will be giving to you about the Black Cultural Center and its development would be particularly enlightening and one that I would like to hear. In any event, welcome back, gentlemen. We are glad to have you here. Next, I want to extend an especial warm welcome to all of the alumni who are returning to the campus, and I want to say more to you in a moment or so. Turning attention now to the Black Cultural Center staff, may I extend to them my sincere congratulations, and especially to the students as well who have worked so hard to bring about this program and who daily give so much to campus life. I want to thank you in particular. Certainly it is hard to believe that the center has been in existence for 10 years. In fact, it had just been organized when I came to the campus, and now here we are at a milestone. A milestone in the sense that we are looking back to the origins, to see our beginnings, in order to better plan for tomorrow. Now, how do I see that future, or put in a different way, what do I now hope for relative to the BCC? First, I would come back to the name Black Cultural Center. Key here is indeed the term cultural. As we view the BCC today, it has come far in being indeed a cultural center on the campus. Whether one notes in the center itself the works of art or the library or the program emphasis, the Black Cultural Center has preserved black culture. And I would certainly hope that this aspect of the BCC expands in the immediate future and that more of Purdue's community would be exposed to the cultural offerings of the BCC. On that point, I would like to publicly congratulate the Black Voices of Inspiration who very recently performed at one of our pregame luncheons. I think if you had been there, and Tony Zamora, by the way, was there to share that experience, if you would have been there, you'd have been extremely proud of the very excellent performance that these students put on. And here again, I'm trying merely to emphasize and symbolize the outreach that the BCC now has. Certainly, from another point of view, the BCC serves as a base point. I think that's probably the best way of putting it for many of our students, and that vital function must be encouraged as well. As each new group of students comes to the campus, it is critical that the part that the Black Cultural Center plays in providing that base point be continued. And I might point out a specific instance that emphasizes that too, by relating to you a meeting that we had recently here at the BCC. This meeting was held between students and administrators, and the decision that the students had was to hold this conversation, this give and take meeting that we had at the BCC, because they felt this was their home. This was a place in which they could feel comfortable, in which they could relax and exchange ideas with us. And so again, you find an aspect of the BCC that is very important to many, many students, and one again that I would say needs to be preserved and encouraged. Now, for a word to our returning alumni. May I say again how much it means to all of us that you have taken this time to return and be a part of our celebration of this 10th anniversary. And we hope that you will continue to come back to the campus to share. You will have, while you are here, one major challenge, and that challenge is to help guide and prepare our students for the decade ahead of us. I think we are all concerned about troubled times and the challenges and the problems that all of us face in our society. And I think this is going to be particularly true for some of our black students. You can play a very important role in that regard. And I think your experience as alumni, your vision, your ideas can be of tremendous help to the students who are here. I would also like to take this opportunity to urge you to support the university, both from a personal standpoint and from a financial standpoint as well. And I don't mean to have that sound like a sales pitch, but it is true. We cannot do all of the things that we wish to do at the university with wholly public funds. I like to say at the present time that we don't regard ourselves as a public-supported university as much as we do a public-assisted university. And in order to do the job that we think we need to do at the university, we will need all the help that we can get, especially from the private sector. Now, if you would like some ideas as to how you might make the Black Cultural Center develop and grow, I feel certain that you can press Tony Zamora hard enough and that he will be able to provide a few suggestions to you. But that is really not the main point. The point is that as alumni, we truly need your personal involvement and commitment to the university. And I would sincerely hope that this event, this celebration that you are attending, would help to encourage you to rethink your ties and your association with Purdue as alumni. Finally, may I express my highest hopes for the success of this weekend and thank each and every one of you who have helped to make it possible.